Hi, Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers. Today, we're checking out the awesome seat covers on this 2017 Ram 3500 Kryptek Raid for the insert and trim. It's a super durable, water-resistant canvas fabric. It's going to be an awesome looking set, loaded up with some really cool custom options to show you. Let's do this. So let's check out these fabrics inside here. This is the Kryptek Raid for the insert section and also Kryptek Raid for the trim. So it's a one-tone, I guess you could say, as far as the camo goes. If you want to do a two-tone, you could do a two-tone. You could do a black canvas for the insert, black ostrich, one of our simulated leather fabrics, if you want to two-tone this. But this build that we did was Kryptek Raid, full camo for insert and trim. Now your insert section is going to be that middle section right here, coming down where your back would be, and then your bottom as well, right here. So that's the insert section, and your trim is the side shoulders. And then also wrapping around the sides of the seat and also the backrest of the seat, that is going to be your whatever trim fabric you choose. That's where your trim would be. But again, since this one was full camo, we see all of the Kryptek Raid. The Kryptek Raid is made out of, or this fabric is made out of a super durable, water-resistant nylon fabric that is going to hold up for the dogs, construction use. This is actually in a construction vehicle right now, but these guys, they also love hunting, so we set it up for both, for their construction usage and then also for their hunting trips. And just a really nice pattern, hides the dirt and stains really well, easy to maintain. Again, water resistant, so you could come in here and just take a wet rag and wipe that off. Cleans up super easy. And if you were to spill some water on this, it would just bead off and roll off and be, again, super easy to clean up. Really like how this Kryptek Raid worked inside here as well, because there's lots of blacks and grays inside the vehicle already. And so just a really nice fabric with lots of black tones, gray tones, a little bit of a lighter gray in here, almost a white as well, and just popped inside this vehicle. Looks really nice. Let's check out this headrest cover. So it's a nice tight-fitting headrest cover. I have a full install video showing you how to put all these covers on, so don't worry about that, and you can watch that video if you'd like to see how these all go on. But it's a nice tight fit right here, and this actually a 3-panel headrest, so you can see there's a middle panel and 2 side panels, and then these trim panels. So just make sure that it really fits on really nice that way. And you can see how nice and flush it trims out underneath these headrest post pieces as well. And then this little clip, what's going on here is we have the Flex Ops package attached to that. So we'll show you here in a little bit what the Flex Ops package is and how that works. But the cover itself actually just trims out really nice and flush on this seat backrest here. Let's check out the 20 section now. This is a 40-20-40 seat, meaning that there's a 20% section. This 20 section is in the middle here that has a top storage. So this is top storage 20 section. And you can see how nice and tight it fits around here. Again, full install video that I filmed to show you how to put all of this on. And just a nice tight fit up here and Velcro strap down there to keep it on nice and snug. You still have full access to your console storage right here. There's these Velcro tabs that will stick down, sticky back Velcro and Velcro that sticks on there, so then it just keeps it nice and clean right here. And just a really nice flush trimmed look around the full outside of this going around. And then if we flip this up, this is a 3 cup holder console. If we flip this up right here, then you can see on the back side there's full coverage right here, and then also on the bottom this is a non-storage bottom, so it does not pull up, but you get a separate cover for this one right here. And this is, again, the 40-20-40 seat. It would be different if it was buckets and a hard console, because then the hard console would just have a console lid cover if you chose to order that. But this is how the 20 section fits on this here. Really nice and trimmed out. Okay, so now we are checking out some of the custom options that we put on this set. This is the driver's side MOLLE pocket. It is a sewn-on pocket for storage on the inside. Opens up right here, and you can store your pistol on the inside right here, or you could store other gear. It's a nice large pocket on the inside right here, and then that closes up for concealed storage right there. And now there's MOLLE webbing, 3 strips of this MOLLE webbing on the outside of it that you could hook on additional gear. You could hook on a knife, flashlight, first aid kit, lots of gear that you could put on the outside of this, as well as gear that you can store on the inside. This is our most popular pocket. It's called the MOLLE pocket. We did one on the driver's side on this vehicle, and it's just a great pocket. Consider that when you're ordering your seat covers, is putting on 1 or more MOLLE pockets on your set. They always go on the front side of the seat. We can do them on the driver, passenger, and also on the rear seats if you'd like. The next custom option that we did on this was the driver's side pistol holster. So it works like this. Here's the holster that tucks in between your driver's seat right here and the middle 20 section bottom. Now you can stick your pistol inside there. It's really a universal fit holster that holds a lot of different sizes of pistols. Now the other thing that you could do is stick your cell phone right there. It works pretty good as a cell phone slot, and a lot of vehicles that have a hard console right here, it's a little too tight to have the pistol holster. So if it's a hard console or it's a console that goes all the way to the floor, then it works a little bit better as a cell phone holder, or it's just a smaller pistol could fit inside there. But as you can see, you know, most pistols will fit when it's a 20 section, that's the bottom cushion like that, and just works great. Sliding that pistol in right there, and then you have it right where you might need it, off of your hip if you want that, and you can stuff it right inside there. That's the driver's side pistol holster. So the custom option that we did on the back side of the seats was actually a rear fabric pocket. You can see this rear fabric pocket where my left hand is reaching into. This is just a large rear pocket that's the size of about a large map, the old atlas that you could stick inside here, and it would just hold, you know, random, you know, larger items, smaller items, whatever you want. It's just one large pocket made out of the same trim fabric. So this was the Kryptek Raid for the trim, and so another pocket came down right here all the way to the bottom, and that's a nice pocket if you just want to have a standard pocket. But then what the customer said on top of that was, hey, let's also add on a removable flex ops package, because he wants to be able to take this in and out of his construction truck and then use it for hunting. And so that's what we have on top of the rear fabric pockets. So if he was not using it for hunting at the time, he might take off the flex ops package and then just have the rear fabric pocket, but then put this one on, or maybe even swap this flex ops package between vehicles. But then the sewn on pocket that he has is the rear fabric pocket. If you want to have the flex ops package, this one right here, sewn to your seat covers, then you want to choose the special ops package, which is sewn to the cover in your matching trim fabric. The Flex Ops package always comes in a black canvas called Black Dura Easy Care. Let's check out the Flex Ops package. The Flex Ops package is a removable storage system that can be swapped between vehicles, used for trucks, cars, SUVs, side-by-sides, really anything that has something for you to hook the headrest portion up to. So removable headrest works best, but if you can find something else inside your vehicle to hook this on, then you can hook it on up here, and then it also hooks down below. Now the Flex Ops package, really what I love about it is that you can load up to 2 rifles inside it here. So you can put, you know, shotgun, AR, you know, load these up inside these rifle slings going across like that. So you have 2 horizontal rifle slings, and that's where these pockets open up. Now, if you weren't using them for rifle slings, you could just take this Velcro and close that up into a closed storage system right there, into a closed pocket. For example, you know, if you weren't using it as a rifle right there, you could just have it as a place that maybe you're storing your pistol, so you reach your right arm behind. One guy really wanted to use it like this, where he's driving, he reaches his right arm behind, and then he has his pistol stored inside right here. So that's an idea for you. The new and improved version of this as well, that is going to be on the Special Ops package as well as this Flex Ops package, is that it can carry bows now. So you can see this is a bow pocket down here So if you're not using it as a bow pocket, there's Velcro attachment. You can close that up. But then again, if you want to put the bow inside here, you can carry up to 2 bows. So one on each side, strap those up. And just really nice to load those up if you're going hunting. Or now if you're not using this pocket for bow storage, it could also be just a nice storage pocket down here for something else. Like this is a vehicle log that they use here at the construction company, and it just is a nice spot for their binder that they can pull this out, and then they have the log for, you know, maintenance and everything else they might need. Now it could be used for, you know, some of your first aid supplies. You could take another bag and drop that inside. Just a nice large pocket. It's a really handy pocket to use. Now again, if you're not using that pocket, you could take this piece right here, and there's a Velcro to kind of keep that pocket up nice and tight if you're not using it. Now there's lower storage pockets for gear and ammo down below that are really nice and handy as well. These ones, and they do have Velcro closures on the outside of them there as well. And then up a little bit higher, there's those 3 strips of MOLLE webbing that you could put on your additional first aid kits, or hang different, you know, flashlights, knives from this area as well, with those 3 MOLLE webbing strips there. I really like the Flex Ops package, how it's just so customizable, lots of different pockets. It's a total of 12 storage pockets, 6 on each side, and you can carry the bows, the guns, lots of gear inside there. Hooks up at the top here, and then also there's a hook down below, and we'll show you some more of how to put that on, take it off, but it's really simple and easy to use and great way to organize inside your vehicles. And that's the Flex Ops package. Now let's check out the back seats on this crew cab Ram 3500. This back seat is a solid bench for the back and solid bench for the bottom. So that means that if you were to fold this bottom seat up, it all comes up as one piece like that. Now a lot of crew cabs will have a split, a 60-40 split, and then a lot of them will have a center armrest that folds down. But again, this one does not, so no center armrest, and it's not a 60-40. It's a solid backrest, solid bench bottom. Okay, so all one piece, continuous piece there. As you've noticed, I've pulled this seat belt out before I installed this cover right here. So that gives you access to still use your seat belt. Everything is gonna fold and function just how it should. Your child seat attachment bars are still gonna be accessible. The seat belts will still be accessible. The seat will fold up and down, again, just how it should right there. And what I really love on this one as well is that you get full bottom coverage underneath this seat. You can see everything covered under here. So if you have the seats up and you have the dogs back here or the messy construction gear, no problem, because it's gonna keep everything nice and clean, be able to wipe it off, get in here with a wet rag if you need to and kind of wipe that down, clean it off like that. Now we have the matching headrest covers in here as well. This is a smaller headrest for the middle one, and the 2 outside are the larger headrests. Again, these are custom fit to these headrests to make sure it fits nice and snug, just like this. Again, we have a full install video teaching you how to put all of these covers on, so don't worry about that. We got that taken care of, and jump over there and watch that install video. That can help you to see if it's something that you're gonna be able to do, or get the neighborhood kid to come over here and do it. And not too difficult of an install. You're not pulling the seats out or anything like that, and no special tools necessary. You're really just taking these covers, laying them on the seats, and then there's straps and buckles and attachment systems to get them to snug down nice and tight. So great looking cover, again, water resistant, matched up with the front. That's really the way to do it, is to get the front and rear matching. It really changes the entire interior of your vehicle and looks really nice. Thanks so much for watching this video. Again, this has been Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers. We offer seat covers for trucks, Jeeps, SUVs, cars, and UTVs. If you have a vehicle that you're looking to get seat covers on, see us at coversandcamo.com. That's the place to see lots of different builds that we've already built up, examples there, and then also that's the place to build a set for your vehicle. See more at coversandcamo.com. Thanks.